This video is how to import address. It works the same for contact, customer, and other entities. So you will first have an import file. This is an Excel file with two tabs. The first one is data import file tab, which include all of the data you want to import. The second one is the import definition tab. This is a list telling Fieldpoint which field I want to import, which field I do not use. So this column D is going to tell Fieldpoint, all right, if I want to import company code or not, if I want to import address number 2 or not. Okay, so this tab is important. If you have other user-defined field you want to import, add it in the bottom. Here we have UDF region code, and it's not a required one, but we're going to use it as one of our import column. All right, and then inside this data import, we will go through this test row as an example. First is the customer code. The second one is address code. In this situation, I call it test, but um, in the real scenario, it could be something like the store number. I'm going to change it back to test. And address number 1, number 2, city, state, zip, country, phone number, fax number, time zone. Okay, for the time zone, you will need to make sure that in Fieldpoint we do have PST as one of the time zone. How to check that? Go here and search for time zones. And make sure what you want to import, it's showing here. So for example, PST is, we already have one existed. So that's good. And for territory, again, you will need to make sure that for this territory for team, we already have that record in the system. Otherwise, Viewpoint cannot map it to the correct record. So here we do have territory for team. That's good. And then is the sales rep. Sales rep is going to map to the resource. So let's go to the resources and then make sure we have this sales rep example, which is test Randy. Okay, is test Randy. We do have test Randy. So in the future, if you want to import a record with different sales rep, make sure you have this resource existed in Viewpoint. And the last one is UDF. Again, if this is a free text field, you can put in whatever you want to put. But in our situation, this is a drop-down list. So we will need to make sure we do have AZ within this region code. So let's search for region code. And we do have a code called AZ. So we are good here for all of the columns. The next thing is save it and go to setup, import manager, address import. Choose the file. Here is the file, address import with test row, and then upload. You will get a information telling you it's loaded successfully. Preview it to make sure that it has enough or the correct information you want to import. Make sure how many rows you have here. And the last thing is import. So it will tell you how many imported, how many rejected. So in my example here, it's imported. So let's go to customer. What is the customer number? WHOL. WHOL. And check if we have this address existed. Yes, we do. So for this address, we successfully imported under this customer code. And this is our address code. This is the address name, address line 1, line 2, city, state, zip, country, form 1, form 2, and fax number. And this is the time zone. This is the service manager, test the Randy, territory it belongs to, and the region code.